So moving further, question number 9. At what angle do two forces P plus Q? That means there are two forces, P and Q. And a force which is equal to P plus Q and another force which is equal to P minus Q. So altogether I am here with four forces. One is P, another one is Q, third force is which is resultant of P plus Q, fourth force which is resultant of P minus Q, and I need to find the angle between the third force and the fourth force. I need to find the angle between the third force and the fourth force. And it is given that the resultant between third force and fourth force is under root 3p square plus q square. Okay. So I need to find the angle between the third force and the fourth force. Altogether there are four forces. One is P, another one is Q, and third force is the resultant of P plus Q, and fourth force is resultant of P minus Q. So let's go for the solution. This is a very important question, and you must understand this. Basics questions of vector analysis. Basic questions of vector analysis must be understood very carefully. So two forces, as I told you, P and Q, and sum of P plus Q, let I have considered X. So here is your P, I have shifted parallelly P here, and I have shifted parallelly Q here. So it is your X. Okay. And we need P minus Q. So parallelly P is here. You can see that P and P here again. I have drawn it exactly. Direction is same, magnitude is same almost. And minus Q. So Q and minus Q both are identical vectors. So you can see here that Q vector is parallel to this. This vector is parallel to this, and magnitude is also equal. And Q and minus Q are also identical in every respect, only the direction is opposite. So again I have drawn Q here, which equal magnitude, parallel, but only the direction is changed. And resultant Y is the resultant of P and minus Q. And I have got two new vectors, X and Y. X is the resultant of P plus Q and Y is the resultant of P minus Q. And I need to find the angle between X and Y. So here is your X and here is your Y, and to get the angle between them I need to shift parallelly, and I need to find this angle. Okay. And resultant, the magnitude of X and Y, the resultant of X and Y is given under root 3p square plus q square, and I need to find theta. Okay. So this is the question, and I have I have collected the data, compiled the data here in figure. Now I will go for the solution. Okay. So magnitude of R must be equal to under root x square plus y square, our traditional formula for the vector addition, resultant x and y and cos theta, and this theta is I need to find, and R is given under root 3p square plus q square. Okay. So it is going to be p plus q whole square, and y is p minus q whole square plus 2 into p plus q into p minus q into cos of theta, and thus theta is not known to me, and I find theta, this theta. Clear? So removing root from both sides, so it is 3p square plus q square, and now no root is required here, I have removed. So it is p square plus q square plus 2pq, and it is p square plus q square minus 2pq, and plus 2p plus q, p minus q, p square minus q square into cos theta. Okay. And in question they are not using vector signs, so we are not also not we are not going to use vector sign. Okay, so 1 q square and 1 q square will get cancelled. So it is 3 p square is equal to p square plus p square 2 p square, 2 p square, and plus 2 pq minus 2 pq gets cancelled. So p square plus p square 2 p square, 1 q square left, q square plus 2 p square minus q square cos theta. So 3 p square minus q square is equal to 2 p square minus q square cos theta. 3 p square minus p square minus 2 p square, sorry. So it is p square minus q square is equal to 2 p square minus q square into cos of theta, and you can cancel p square minus q square. You will have 1 in the left hand side. So your 1 by 2 is equal to cos of theta. So your theta is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so this was a very good question. And don't just go for rote learning. Understand these problems. You are just in starting phase of the vectors. And in every chapter, right from chapter 1 to chapter 13 in 11th, and chapter 1 to chapter 17, I don't know exact number of chapters, how many chapters do you have, but in every chapter you will have to do all these kind of calculations. So don't go for rote learning, just understand. Visualize all these problems and their solutions. Rote learning will not at all help you. Okay.